think you know America, but you don't know top secret America. We're all aware that there are 3 branches of government in the United States, but in response to 9/11, a 4th branch has emerged. It is protected from public scrutiny by extraordinary secrecy. Top secret America.
This is a closed community, and since 9/11, it's become even more so.
The money spigot was just opened after 9/11, and nobody dared say, I don't think we should be spending that much.
It has become so big, and the lines of responsibility are so blurred that even our nation's leaders don't have a handle on it. Where is it? It's being built from coast to coast, hidden within some of America's most familiar cities and neighborhoods. In Colorado, in Nebraska, in Texas, in Florida, in the suburbs of Washington, D.C. Top Secret America includes hundreds of federal departments and agencies operating out of 1,300 facilities around this country. They contract the services of nearly 2,000 companies. In all, more people than live in our nation's capital have top secret security clearance.
It's, again, the size, the lack of transparency, and the cost. And if we don't get it right, the consequences are gigantic. This is by far the longest and most difficult project I've ever done. So far, we're in it a year and a half.
She's won 2 Pulitzer Prizes for investigative reporting. Now Dana Priest has a new story.
I'm having interviews with FBI, with the CIA, with NSA, with, just you name it. I've done hundreds of interviews, both in person and on the phone, and at all different levels.
She's trying to uncover the vast and hidden apparatus of the war on terror.
It is like a gigantic onion. The peeling back the layers just has continued and continued and continued. And it's growing. So how do you even get your arms around that and say, what is this world?
To tell the story, Priest formed an alliance with military expert and reporter William Arkin. Arkin lives in Vermont and works in his barn.
I like to catalog, list, and create databases and understand the totality of things.
Doesn't that make sense?
Yeah.
Once competitors, now Arkin and Priest are working together.
Mm-hmm.
It was a cautious dance between 2 people who are very secretive. But eventually we realized we were looking at exactly the same thing.
He is a compulsive collector of information. And he's got his secret computers.
Using the tools of the web, they began to build a map, trying to identify what some in Washington call the dark side.
But this has been totally revamped since 9/11, completely. And so there's the helicopter pad for the helicopter that would come in from the White House. And here's the entrance to the bunker.
Everything lives somewhere. So if we can start to map it,
2 satellite receivers.
then maybe we could actually do sort of an alternative geography that you can't see because it's purposely hidden from you.
It's like a Cold War model superimposed on top of the post 9/11 world. What I started to do is physically catalog the top secret America, the pieces of our government, our military, our homeland security apparatus, and our corporate world that were doing top secret work.
They began to uncover a massive hidden world of military, government, and private organizations.
Here's all of General Dynamics in the country.
Oh my goodness! It's something that I felt after covering the military for so many years and then the CIA. There was something out there that was not there before 9/11, and it was growing.
So Priest asked Washington Post photographer Michael Williamson to take pictures of the hidden sites Arkin was finding.
So can we just go over what you have?
Sure. This is the picture that I went up to that credit union place. Mm-hmm. It's all surrounded with signs like this. It is.
For the rest of my life, I will never see the world the same way again, especially around Washington.
Yeah. So had it not been for the leaves off the trees and at night, you would never see this thing.
And yet it's gigantic.
Yeah.
These buildings
Well, I
that
checked all the maps.
they might only be 4 stories high, but they go down 10 stories. And there's a whole world down there, like shops and places to eat and that you don't know about. That's just for them.
They are top-secret intelligence buildings. And one day, as Williamson approached one of them, he was taken by surprise.
Cars, I don't know where they came from. I thought they dropped out of the sky and pinned me up against the curb. I wasn't even completely turned around. The creepy part about it was they didn't do anything for a couple minutes. And I literally saw commandos, coming out of the trees. They had masks and big jackets and heavy weaponry and just humorless, quiet guys the size of, bears.
And where were you at that time?
I was stuck behind the wheel, ordered to keep my hands on the wheel.
Priest decided to personally verify the actual buildings Arkin's web work had uncovered. Hundreds of secret locations hiding in plain sight in office parks.
And this is a gate to the NSA?
There's a government facility back in there. You'll see it better after we turn down this road.
I met Dennis over the phone. I was looking for a realtor that might be able to take me around and show me the geography of what, in my mind, is this cluster, this density of top secret America.
You've got Titan in here, CSC is in one of these buildings, General Dynamics, security station here at the front where they check out the cars and look underneath.
Yeah, so maybe you should put the camera down now.
You just never know who's watching up here.
It is a world that has gotten so big. I think we're up to close to 500 organizations.
It's right through those trees.
And 2,000 contracting companies that do top secret work. So you lease them the building, but you have no idea what they...
Well, you don't ask. You need it when, you need how much, and then you get out of the way.
There are close to 1 million people who are living in this different world. This has gotten so big, it's impossible to manage.
17,000 locations, 1,300 government entities, 3,666 private sector entities, 1,200 government agencies. When you stop and look at the sheer scale of it, it's an extraordinarily difficult story to report by virtue of what it is that we're trying to describe, which is top secret America.
The stories are breaking in the Washington Post, taking the measure of just how big, powerful, and unmanageable top secret America has become since 9/11.
Counter drugs,
The names are really
counter
wild. They don't tell you anything.
IEDs,